everyone, thank you for tuning in today. I just completed my journal and I've decided to share that with you today instead of doing a Pokemon Spotlight Hour sketch. Today's Pokemon Spotlight Hour is Pikachu and I've already done 2 of them. Their links are below. Please feel free to go and check it out. So we're going to do a journal, sketchbook, flip through because I finished this book. So this will show my entire progress from starting with alcohol markers to where I am basically today. So here is what I had it started with. This is before I bought any additional markers. These were all gifted to me throughout the years, but I was terrified to use them. So I wanted to just play with them and see what colors they created. Over here we have the small selection of Copic sketch markers that I've been gifted. I had a small collection of gray alcohol chip markers, and then I had a few special ones from our sketch box. Just wanted to play with it, try it out. Clearly I don't have quite the right colors for the projects I want to be doing yet, but it was a fun thing to try and get over my worriness. Next up we have Brock with Onyx and Geodude, a very rough sketch starting to learn about how the markers are bleeding and how I have to really wait for my full outline to dry. Next up we have Jasmine. We got a little bit more into the shadows, playing with the hard shadows. We started to blend a little bit more with the Magnemite and just working through just learning how these markers reacted. This, if you had seen my video on Pikachu's Explorer, it cut out before the color started, so here is the finished product. I've been learning a lot since I started my YouTube channel, and no one to see when my things cuts out. Next up, we have, in celebration of the Pokemon Masters Christmas event, I did a collection of all 4 sync pairs that were being featured. So here we have Rosa and Delibird, with the tree from the main background. Then we have Erica and Comfy. Here I started with a thinner outline marker, trying to just work through it. I'm still only working in this time period with the markers that are available for me from that first page. I had not yet purchased the additional Ohulu markers that I go on to use. Here we have Symbold and Octillery and their wonderful chef idea. And then we have Skyla and Togekiss. After this point, we start getting some more colors in. So here we have, I got some more greens I'm trying to put in, and here I'm really starting to work with the blending effects that the alcohol markers can provide. And we're going in and doing some nice dark brown ones and just trying to figure out how well a blend can work with these markers. This one I never got posted anywhere. This is in celebration of the December Breakthrough Research Reward, where you could either receive Duramako or Lapras, so I decided to do a cute picture of them trying to deliver Christmas presents. This one never got completed. It's still on my list to do, but it was the introduction of the Kalos Pokemon into Pokemon Go. I'm really excited. I just need to figure out how Fennekin and Litleo really want to be looking in this picture. Here is part of my amazing art challenge with Amiee's Arthouse. You can check out that link below as well for both mine and her video, where we both took the challenge of trying to use an amazing rare Pokemon card and recreate the art. Here we have the Reggie Bros just chilling out in stuffed form. I had a lot of fun working with the details and trying to make it pop and look like stuffed animals. Here we have our Spotlight Hour for another December Tuesday, where the Snovers were having fun attacking Abomasnow. Snovers attacking Abomasnow. Here was a fun one. Vanillite and his evolutionary forms were introduced into Pokemon Go, so I wanted to just do a fun little picture near the end of December. Then we started off the year where I'm taking on the challenge and trying to do a calendar art challenge where I'm doing a picture every day of a Pokemon based on a calendar prompt. So good and bad days. Here was the first one. Rattata is having a little bit fun after the day of celebration. Then we have Rhyhorn, Rhydon, showing off his insignia because many people may not notice that the raid symbol is actually based on Rhydon, who is questionably one of the first Pokemon depending on what you qualify as first. Next we have Hoho as he came into the raids in early January, trying to figure out backgrounds and trying to figure out some blur effects. I really enjoyed this. This was a fun one to do. Basically, to make sure that it was symmetrical, I drew one side, traced the wing, inverted the trace paper so I could get the exact same wing on the other side. It's a fun little trick, and try it if you're ever trying to do anything symmetrical. Next up we had little baby Pichu with his party hat hatching from the egg. I'm really starting now to get the feel of how to shade with the markers and try to make a nice scene of it. Chansey was the January breakthrough research for Pokemon Go, and I had lots of fun. Check out my Instagram to see a cute little video montage of how this got drawn. Next up we have a January spotlight hour for Lillipup, where his shiny is trying to lick through a glass pane window. I was having lots of fun trying to figure out how I could make the glass effect, and I'm still working on that. Next up, I had divided this page into 4 for a calendar prompt. I was supposed to draw Magby, and I just wasn't feeling a scene for him, so I decided to take a Pokemon card that was originally from the Call of Legends series and recreate it using the Oholu markers. I really like how this came out. It was a really good challenge to blend it and make a subtle background. I look forward to trying 4 other cards. Next up, we have the Unova Pokemon event, where I used the Pokemon Journeys phone and the catch challenge that would show up on if you're watching Pokemon Journeys at the moment on Go's phone. Next up, we have a small collection of 4 different pictures. We've got Applin and Gulpin. We've got Melodic, where I was trying it in a Sumi style, and I really like how it came out, and I really should post this somewhere. If this is unposted, you guys are the first to see it. Congratulations! We also have Shuckle over here advertising his berry juice, and then I had a challenge to draw a mini picture with Psyduck. So down there in the little corner is Psyduck. Next up, I did a little chibi version of the Mega Evolutions, which was a super fun project to do, and I have some sketches for additional Mega Evolutionary chibis, so keep an eye out on my Facebook and Instagram account or Reddit to see how these guys came out. This is one of my favorites. It really pushed me with my blending patterns. As you can see, I got some really nice shadows in here, and working with the purples was really fun. Purple's not usually a color that you get to work with a lot. So here we have, as I love to call him, Dabasek, who was introduced into the raids in January again in Pokemon Go. Here we just put another page that was broken down into 4 sections to encourage a smaller work set of square images. So here we have Stained Glass Beautyfly, and we have Lantern, who with the Not All Light is Good concept. Both were part of the calendar art challenge. Next up, we have Pokemon Masters had a celebration where they introduced 2 new sync pairs. Here is one of them, which was Lily and Rabombi, in their cute little kimono celebration outfit. Here's some more calendar prompts. We have Torchic in his epic advancement of trying to learn Flame Charge. We have Seal, who is in his process of playing tag with Romarade. And then we have for Alligator, who is relaxing in a very calming steam sauna bath. Here is the second sync pair from Pokemon Masters for this New Year's event with Gyarados and Lance in his awesome traditional garb. This one is actually slated and is being mailed out soon, so I will no longer have this one, sadly. Next up, I wanted to do a simple image of Heatran as he came back into the raids if he was dormant and waiting for the next chance for him to erupt. Like any waiting volcano, he becomes lost in vegetation and a wonderful ecosystem based on the nutrients in the soil around him. Here we started to play with sticker chibis for the Pokemon Master set. So May was introduced with Mudkip, and I wanted to do a fun little one, whereas Altaria was featured in my calendar art challenge, and I couldn't figure out a great picture, but she works so well with I believe her name is Lisa. Leave me a comment below if that's not how you pronounce it. Here we have a really cute Sumi Sino challenge, where all the Pokemon are just based on the Disney Sumi doll style, which creates a very hypnotic look in their eyes. Here was our Community Day post for Machop, which has actually prompted a series of pictures, which is really fun, and I look forward to doing more. Here we have another calendar art challenge with Chikorita, where I did a Ghibli scene. Here we had introduced Mallow with Serena for Pokemon Masters, and I was just starting to watch Season 3 for Disenchanted and really wanted to do a fan art for Disenchanted. As you can see with each one, my blending is getting a little bit better, and I'm pushing myself to include more highlights and more depth into the pictures. Here, because 3D World was announced for a port to Switch, including Super Saiyan Mario, I wanted to do a little post for that. And here was the beginning of the Kanto Tour Pokemon Challenge set. So if you're following me on Instagram, you might get a little heads up, because there's actually 2 in here that I have yet colored and not posted yet, so keep an eye out for those. Speaking of them, here is part of the Kanto Tour Challenge set for Pokemon Masters Sync Pair. Oops, looks like I attacked it with some pencils. Here we have Lance and Dragonite, and Professor Oak and his sync partner Mew. Keep an eye on my Instagram channel and Reddit for more colored in versions of this. Here we have the Shroomis picture, which is super cute, and I think they actually look really terrifying, but people seem to really like them. Here we have a wonderful image. I really liked playing with this one, going with extreme lights and extreme darks to celebrate the arrival of Groudon and Kyogre into Pokemon Go's raid battles. Then we had a wonderful day where I had to draw Ampharos, and I couldn't figure out what to do, so I asked my Facebook group to give me some ideas. So we have Libre Ampharos, we have dressed up as his evolution, and we have Old Man of the Sea in the theme of a lighthouse concept. Here's the second picture of the Machop workout series. As Machop shows up more and more in the game, I'm just going to create additional workout videos. So we had arm day before. This is leg day, I guess you would call it, as they walk up a mountain carrying their friends of the rock group. Here was a cute little fun scene to do for the Johto challenge research, where we have all the Pokemon in a snowy set in the trees of... name that city below. I'm going to rotate real quick. Here we have a little fun series. Espeon and Umbreon had come up in my calendar challenge, and at the time I was watching Sakura Card Captors, so I wanted to do a version of the card using the Eevee Evolution series. So keep an eye out for more on my Instagram account for the additional evolutions as they get pulled in the calendar challenge. Here is a fantastic one. So Smash has always been a fun thing in the background. I'm not very good at it. My partner is way better. So here we have Greninja and his epic water daggers midway in his attack for a smash. Here everyone has seen the Donphan and Phanpy Spotlight Hour. And here we have this is the Johto before we had the Hoenn. This is Johto. Sorry guys, really sorry. Here is Johto's snap picture of everyone having fun as Smeargle, of course, photobombs. Then we had a Team Go Rocket event in Pokemon Go, and I wanted to just do a little chippy version of the leaders that we fight. We have Arlo, Cliff, and Sierra. Here was the beginning of the Kanto Tour Challenge, where I'm trying to figure out the format we're going to do. We're using Brock and Tyranitar because I've already drawn Brock on Onyx previously. And we have Misty with her amazing Starmie. Once again, I've really tried working with the blending tools to make a fantastic shade through this. It's fun to mix the concept of cartoon with hard lines and inking with the intense shadowing to really create some depth and realism. Here we had a special research day where we had Sneasel with Weavile, and I just really like the imposing with the light and the dark again. I could go back and I think I can do another layer of dark and do some more highlights to really make this pop more. Here we have Serena and Whimsicott celebrating Pokemon Masters EX Valentine's Day with one of the 2 sync pairs. She is surrounded by chocolates and fruits, which were part of her event. Here we have the Rosalia Community Day, which is one of my favorites. I love how the rose petals came out, and I love just the overall feel of this one. Then we have one blank page, And in the back of my book, oh, it's not a black page. The back of my book is going to be an inventory of the Copic markers that I have collected. So as you can see, we got one there, we got one there, we have a few spattered in through here, and we have a few spattered in through here. This is just an index, so as I slowly gain a Copic library, I know which colors I already have and which ones I don't need to purchase. Here is the one full set that I received as a Christmas present a while ago. So I want to thank everyone again for coming, saying hi, and seeing my journal. Keep an eye out next week for another Tuesday 2 in 1 hour, and we'll do an amazing spotlight for whoever will be that. It's yet to be determined. Thank you so much, guys, for stopping by, and have a wonderful day.